Hello, once again. We're here with a plate. By the way, it's not mukbang, okay? Mukbang really though. But we thought
It's just dinner time.
yeah, it's just dinner time, but it's a little unique, especially for Hannah. The combination of the food tonight is very interesting. Manura subject Kunua Diana. So probably Hannah will introduce you. The curry, and then as we have food, we would also like to answer some of the questions. Answer. And as we eat, we do think about people who are not getting enough food privilege.
Yeah.
So as we eat, it doesn't mean that we are trying to show how surplus we have, but it's just a time also to thank God of His providence, and also to thank our neighbors for such a beautiful food that they've given us. So
Yeah.
Hannah will introduce the food.
I'm just starting, okay? It's getting cold. So while I talk, you can take yours. So tonight we have leftover kongxia, we call it kongxia, in ao, which is eel. And I cooked this myself. I was
Yes,
really proud of
yeah.
myself. Maybe I'll do another vlog cooking
She did
kongxia
well.
again for you. So we have eel, smoked eel cooked in anishi, which is black curry. It's a famous ao
Yeah.
curry. And then we have, I'm trying to remember the name in ao, amok. Is it
Yes,
amok?
amok. Yeah.
Yes. Amok with smoked pork.
This is pork,
So-
Thai pork, and then the amok.
Our neighbours came and gave this to us today, and I've only ever tried amok snails once, and that time I couldn't actually suck it out of the shell, so I can't really say I tried it. So I'm going to try it tonight. Hopefully I can suck it out tonight. So thank you so much, Auchi, and the rest of the family for giving us this wonderful meal, wonderful curry. And then lastly, we have some leftover chicken reared on our farm from Lima's mum. She sent this for us as well. So we have quite an
Yeah.
amazing array of food tonight.
Yes.
We don't usually eat like this.
Simple
But-
but effective, but rich.
And we haven't got any boiled veg
Not
tonight.
for the
Sorry.
vegetarian.
My parents wouldn't approve. Okay, so we thought we would do another question and answer session while we are child free.
I'm starting by the way.
So we've selected a few more questions that you guys sent in a few months ago. And let's see where we go from there while we're eating our dinner. So I don't know if we can talk and eat at the same time, but we'll try.
Maybe you can show them how you eat amok. One our mano number amok. Nakamis probably amok na. So
Amok.
you can show your talent. How you suck.
It's not a talent. I actually have no idea. Which end do I suck it from? The big
Yeah,
end, the small
From
end.
smaller end, yeah.
Okay.
Sit down on there.
Oh, it's whistling.
Maybe pat khane ni man do khaya na.
It's coming. I'm getting it.
Because of the quality thawne ni kha. Moi pat kai boys na. The pat kai thawne ni Dimapuri ho. Piccolo di khawo. Ya na.
It was coming and it stopped.
We just
It's not coming.
But I think this is your first time proper, right?
First proper time, yeah. The other time was just in one of our friends' house. We went and they had some on the table, so I tried it.
So, we'll answer the questions.
So the first question is my favorite question, which is, I want to ask Brother Lima from where he found such a Keeper 2.0 version like you. Thank you. I'm going to keep reminding him of this now. Every time he gets frustrated with me, I'll say, remember, I'm 2.0 version. So yeah, please answer the question.
It's a very easy question, but a very difficult question to answer in front of your wife. And when you know that people are looking at it. Man nakakan ko nila. Ako ni thagi dito, ako ni khai dito sa pai ko sila na. I don't know how to answer. I mean, I know now how to answer, but I don't know how to answer in front of my wife. But it's the power of akuni. There's never stress. You eat akuni, and then you find the best of place wherever you go. Maybe looking the fact, I'm very privileged to have a lovely wife. Kisakta ko muna. When we first met, I mean when she came to India first, the thing that impressed me was we were sitting together and then a mosquito passed by. And then she suddenly stood up and then she started to run around. And that's when I knew that it's 2.0 question. And that was the beginning of how I found her.
And you can see how well I've adjusted now because I don't run away from mosquitoes anymore.
And she can cook good Naga food now. And I'm so proud of that. In a serious point.
Thank you.
And
Still learning.
it was difficult for her initially to eat with hand, but she can eat better than me. Not joking the fact. Anyway, if I say so much, then she'll remember that on a beautiful day. So let's get to the second question.
Okay. Next question is, what is Hannah's citizenship and the children's? My citizenship is still British. I still have a UK passport, but I have something called an OCI, which means Overseas Citizen of India, and that's another separate card that I can carry with my passport. So that's basically like a second citizenship.
No.
But I can't travel internationally just with that card. I need my passport too. So mine is still UK, and the children's, we actually chose to keep the children's citizenship as Indian. This is because we plan to stay here in India, and we want them to have the same privileges as any normal Indian citizen does. And there are so many reasons, but anyway, they are Indian and I am British. And then the next one is, will the children be able to stay in the UK? Yes, they will.
You can also eat food.
You can answer that?
Yeah. They can stay in India. They can stay in UK. There is a special card, we should say, something like a visa for people like us. People from other countries who married to English. So for their children, they get a special visa called right of abode.
For the UK.
Yeah, for the UK. That means as long as there is validity and passport, I don't know how to express this, but you get visa as long as the validity of your
as long as your passport is valid.
Passport is valid. That means if your passport is valid for 10 years, you can stay for 10 years. After that, you can renew it.
Yeah.
And you can study, you can work. So it's a special privilege.
So the children can have an Indian passport with the right of abode visa, and they can live and work in the UK as long as their passport is valid, basically.
Yeah, I cannot find word properly, especially when I eat food.
It's very complicated, all the documents that we have to do, especially when we first got married. We spent our whole life doing paperwork basically, and it's very difficult. It's not easy to have a cross-cultural marriage because you have to do paperwork for both countries.
But still, we managed to produce baby in the midst of all that. A
Yeah.
beautiful girl.
So yeah, next question. What was the greatest blessing you received after your marriage?
I think the biggest blessing is my wife. Yeah, and then the two beautiful kids, and one is on the way. Yeah, and if I start saying all the blessings that we receive, I should give attribute to God. I mean, we have seen a lot of blessings, miracles in our life. So it's a testimony. And we thank God for that.
Yeah. I think one of the most amazing testimonies that I have, or I think of when we think back to the beginning of our marriage, is the fact that we were on 6,000 rupees a month salary.
Yeah.
And we were paying rent 6,000 rupees per month. But we always had enough. We always had what we needed. Thanks to family and friends, and what we needed just came whenever we needed it. So that was a great blessing, and a great testimony for after our marriage. And then for me, the greatest blessing is the children. I've realized more and more over the last couple of years that even though it's difficult raising children, and sometimes we feel like we just want to pull our hair out, there are so many people who are struggling to have them. And we're really blessed to have had such easy pregnancies, deliveries, and to be able to raise our children in comfort as well. The last question that we're going to have for tonight is for Lima. Someone said, I loved reading your books. Are you planning on publishing again soon?
I would love to. By the way, I have written 2 books. The first one is Nobody Do Somebody. It's mostly based on to encourage the youngsters who feel low, to motivate them. So it's about collection of testimonies of different friends, as well as a little bit about my testimony, how I grew up, and then how I reach where I want to be, and by the grace of God. And then the second is about my life journey. So you can even find in Google, if you write my name, then the name of the books will come. But I said I would love to not publish, but at least write the 3rd book. And I have written some here and there, some bits, but having children and having a lot of other schedules, it's very difficult. But I'm looking forward to write the 3rd one, to publish, I should say.
Yeah, so, that's it for tonight.
This was good.
Yeah, I've managed to suck a few out. So thank you, Auchi, for this good taste. Our neighbor warned me that it would be very spicy, but I'm enjoying it. It is spicy, but not too spicy. And I can suck them out, so I'm very happy tonight. I think we'll finish our dinner.
Yeah, since it's not mukbang, it's not necessary that we have to show until we finish our food. But as said,
it's knocked me out now.
So anyway, thank you everyone, and we will try to answer the other questions in the next video. And thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, we love you all, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Bye. You know what we forgot?
What?
We forgot to answer the question that we asked everyone last week.
What question? Where?
How old are we? And what's our age gap? So, I think only one person got got both our ages
I
right.
think so, yes.
But we were impressed by all the guesses that everyone gave. I wasn't so impressed that someone thought I was 42. Sorry. But Lima thought that was hilarious. So, our actual ages are Lima is 36 and I am 29. So that's a 7-year age gap. But he loves to make fun of me and say that I look older than that.
Who looks bigger?
Bigger. Let's put the camera down here then. So there we go. That's the answer to the question that we gave you all last week. See you. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.